Carlos, first of all, the coach you're going to be up against this week is a coach you faced a couple weeks ago, but now with a new team. What's the preparation been, particularly from the coach's vision and, preparing for that since it's that difference now?
Well, we're trying to do a preparation for both style of play, for Tampa, the way he's been playing the last couple games, and also the way we play against Omaha with Dom as a coach. I don't know if he got enough time those 3-4 days in Tampa to make sure the team has his style of play. So we have to be ready for whatever they bring to the field. We're ready to match up that.
And at the same time, even before he had showed up, Tampa had kind of started to turn things around the last few matches, at least from what the players and the assistant coach who was interim were doing. What were they doing that was already kind of starting to turn things upward?
Yeah, that's a good team. They're a good team. They have good players there. We know they can play. They have a bad start of the season, but lately they start picking up points. Also in the Jaeger Master Cup, they look pretty good. So, as I say, every game is difficult, no matter what position on the table those teams are. We have to be ready. We had the experience that we lost points away. We let those points go away here at home. So we have to be ready. And to validate that win in El Paso last week, we must win this time at home.
Like you said, every game can be difficult. You can't get, sometimes Mitch will say we can't get too high in the highs and too low in the lows. But you guys are on now a 3-match winning streak in all competitions. It's your best since the start of the season. Are you kind of feeling that momentum? Has it raised the spirits a bit?
Yeah, we're having a good momentum, but we have to work on that momentum. It doesn't mean like we're there yet. That's true. We won three games in a row, but as I talked to the group, we need to do better closing those games. In El Paso, we finished 2-1 against Omaha 1-0 when we create a lot of chances. So we need to know how to kill those games. At the 90th minute, make sure we are more in control of the game, not like defending for 5-6 minutes in our box. That's not the way to finish those games. We need to be a better team managing the lead in those games.
It seems like a trend that the last couple of matches, you've peaked at some points in the game, had really good control, ball possession, and then kind of lost it and it's faded. What changes or adjustments in training, or what are you telling the guys to make sure that full 90 is full throttle?
To be more composed on the ball. El Paso game is a big example. They change offensively, but defensively they continue pressing the same way. And in the first half, every goal kick, we were successful playing out of the back. In the second half, El Paso pressed the same way, and we were the one who changed it. We started playing long balls, and long balls is not a secure ball. It's a 50-50 ball. The ball can bounce your way or the other way, but it bounces the other way, then you have to chase the game, and that's not good when you chase the ball for a long period of the time. So when you control the ball, you're in control of the game. The other team is the one chasing. The other team is the one who had to move pieces out of position, and then it's when we create gaps to create our chances. So we have to be better keeping the ball.
And I know you had several players out for the last few matches. Are those players going to be coming back this week?
No, those players, we don't have any player coming back for this game, unfortunately.
Okay, so do you have an idea when they'll be back?
We're expecting for New Mexico game after the mental break to have those guys available for us.
Okay, those guys have been on the injured list for the past few matches. They're talking about all of them, or?
Yeah, all of them, basically. They start doing some drills on the field with us, but they're not game fit yet. So for this game, they won't be available.
Okay, so you're saying New Mexico is what you're hoping coming back?
That's the target, to have those guys back for New Mexico, and at least to have 15, 30 minutes in the game and getting ready for August. It's going to be a tough month. We have a lot of games away, so we need the full roster for August.
And what can you say, again, about the players who filled in for those guys, about what they've done to, you're on their 3-game winning streak. So what have those guys been doing to keep
Well-
this to keep you winning?
Those guys are doing tremendous job. When they receive the call, players like Shannon, Saline, Alessis, when they got the call, they respond to our standards. They play well those couple games. The guys up front, we miss Paredes, but I think Jake, Juana, Luke, they play pretty good in El Paso. So we've been using the three midfielders. In the middle, Nicky replacing Jorge basically in that number 10 role. I think he's been doing well in that role. And then having the academy kid Landry coming in to close those games, he's been fantastic for us.
How's Richard doing?
Richard is still in a concussion protocol, so hopefully that's the other one to have it back for New Mexico game at the 26th.
What is something you've been proud about training this past week?
To make sure we are clinical with the ball, that's crucial. In the previous game is like stupid turnovers. When we lose the ball pretty easy, it's not because the other team pressure, it's because we give up a goal in a bad pass, things like that, bad touch. So we need to be better in that aspect to control possession, to control the game.
And what would this win, prove to the team?
What
What would this win prove to the team
this win in El Paso?
for Saturday?
For
Coming up?
No, as I say, we're 1 point away from the top, so a win keep us there, fighting for the first place on the conference. As I say, we got a big win in El Paso, so to validate that, we must win at home. So our next two matches on the league are at home, so we need to get those 6 points to stay at top of the league, of the conference.